It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night primetime.
It is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But CD, this Chiefs club, you'd have to imagine well-positioned to make a run at repeating as Super Bowl champions. But it all starts and ends with number 15, and that, of course, the reigning league MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
And it's not just his talent, as you know, partner, because we've seen that on display. It's his leadership and the trust that the organization has in him to help bring along an offense and turn it into one of the league's best.
Well, meanwhile, for the visiting Lions, they're going to be a pretty trendy sleeper pick. I feel obligated contractually to mention that they've only won one playoff game since 1957, and that number gets more and more impossible every year. But finally, Charles Davis, can they break the string in 2023?
Break it, snap it, cut it, whatever you want to use. This Lions team, I fully expect to be in the playoffs in 2023. I like the way that they're being built.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here. And under center, a man whose career's been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun, here's Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw here into the hands of Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Goff. He's got right on the short throw. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Gone. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Goff throwing again. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 30 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Isaiah Pacheco to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. But the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll begin by running the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd and 10, Goff under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. There goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 25 yards for the touchdown. Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a first down throw. Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
KC's offense ready to take over. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Toney. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Toney. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Khalif Raymond now. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by James. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Mahomes. Has his man. That's James. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 48 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. St. Brown motioning left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Goff now looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Pacheco once again, and he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. James has got it, complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He finds his man, complete. That's James. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their